Welcome back! It seems you're ready to improve your English. I'm excited to take you along so you can improve your listening and reading skills through the story. Learning English should be this fun and easy. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's begin. Chapter 1. Who is Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift was born on December 13th, 1989, in a small town called Reading, Pennsylvania, in the United States. Her full name is Taylor Allison Swift. When she was a baby, no one knew she would grow up to be one of the most famous singers in the world. Taylor is known for her music, songwriting, and her big personality. This is the story of Taylor Swift and her journey to success. Chapter 2. Taylor's Childhood. Taylor Swift grew up on a Christmas tree farm. A Christmas tree farm is a place where people grow trees for Christmas. Taylor lived there with her parents, Andrea and Scott Swift, and her younger brother Austin. She loved animals, especially horses. Taylor also loved to run and play outside on the farm. She had a happy childhood and was very close to her family. From a very young age, Taylor loved music. Her favorite kinds of music were country music and pop music. She liked to sing along to her favorite songs and imagine herself as a singer. She loved listening to CDs and the radio. Taylor would often pretend that she was performing in front of a big audience, even when she was just in her room or in the car with her family. When Taylor was only 9 years old, she started writing songs. Most kids at that age are busy playing with toys or spending time with their friends. But Taylor spent a lot of time writing stories, poems, and music. She was very creative and liked to express her feelings in words. Even though she was young, Taylor already had a dream of becoming a famous singer and songwriter. However, Taylor's school life wasn't always easy. She wasn't the most popular kid in her school. Some of her classmates didn't like her because she was different. Taylor was tall for her age, and she had big dreams of becoming a singer. Sometimes, other kids would make fun of her or bully her. This made Taylor feel lonely and sad. But instead of letting the bullying bring her down, Taylor turned her feelings into music. She wrote songs about her experiences and how she felt. Music became her way of dealing with her emotions. Chapter 3. Discovering country music and going to Nashville. When Taylor was 11 years old, something happened that changed her life. She started listening to a kind of music called country music. Country music is a style of music that tells stories about life, love, and the world. It is very popular in the southern United States. Taylor loved how country music made her feel. It was full of emotion and told stories, just like the songs she wanted to write. One of Taylor's favorite country music singers was Shania Twain. Shania Twain was very famous, and she sang songs that were a mix of country and pop music. Taylor was inspired by Shania Twain and other country singers like Faith Hill. She wanted to be like them, so she decided to learn how to play the guitar. Taylor's grandmother had been a professional opera singer, and Taylor wanted to follow in her footsteps. She practiced every day and got better at playing guitar and singing. Taylor had a big dream of becoming a country singer, so she and her family took a trip to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville is known as the home of country music. Many famous singers and musicians live there, and it's a place where many people go to start their music careers. Taylor was very excited. She made a demo CD of her singing and gave it to many different music companies in Nashville. A demo is a sample of someone's music that shows their talent. Unfortunately, Taylor's first trip to Nashville didn't go as she hoped. The music companies said that she was too young, and they weren't interested in her music. Taylor was disappointed, but she didn't let this stop her. She knew she had talent, and she was determined to make her dreams come true. Chapter 4. Moving to Nashville and working hard. When Taylor was 14 years old, something big happened. Her family decided to move to Nashville. This was a huge decision because they had to leave their home in Pennsylvania and start a new life in Tennessee. But they wanted to help Taylor follow her dreams. Taylor was very happy because now she could be closer to the heart of the country music world. In Nashville, Taylor worked hard to become a better singer and songwriter. She signed her first contract with a music company. At first, Taylor wrote songs for other singers. This was a great opportunity because it helped her learn more about the music industry. But Taylor didn't want to only write songs for other people. She wanted to sing her own songs and become a star. Taylor performed at local events, clubs, and anywhere she could. She was focused and determined to make people notice her music. All of her hard work paid off when, in 2006, at the age of 16, Taylor Swift released her first album. The album was simply called Taylor Swift. One of the songs from this album, Tim McGraw, became very popular. The song was about love, memories, and the feeling of missing someone. People loved how Taylor wrote about her personal experiences. Chapter 5. Becoming famous and winning awards. After her first album, Taylor became more famous. People loved her music because it was honest and full of emotion. She wrote songs about things that many people go through, like falling in love, breaking up, and growing up. Taylor's songs felt real, and her fans connected with her music. Her next albums, Fearless and Speak Now, were even bigger successes. Her song Love Story, from the album Fearless, became famous all around the world. It was a modern version of the classic love story of Romeo and Juliet. People of all ages loved the song, and it made Taylor a global star. She won many awards for her music, including Grammy Awards, which are the most important awards in the music industry. Taylor became known for her ability to write songs that tell stories. Her fans loved her for her talent and her personality. She was not just a singer, but a storyteller who could express real emotions through her music. Every song she wrote came from a real experience or feeling that she had. That made her music special, and it connected with her fans. Chapter 6. Moving to pop music and 1989. Although Taylor was very successful in country music, she wanted to try something new. In 2014, she decided to move from country music to pop music. Pop music is more modern and has a faster beat than country music. Some people were surprised by her decision, but Taylor wanted to grow as an artist. Her first pop album, 1989, was a huge success. It had many hit songs, including Shake It Off, which was about ignoring the negative things people say. The song became one of her most famous songs, and people all over the world loved dancing to it. The album 1989 won many awards, and Taylor became known as a pop superstar. Taylor continued to write songs that were personal and real. She wrote about love, friendship, and the things she learned in life. Her fans loved her songs because they could relate to them. Taylor always stayed true to who she was, and that made her music even more special. Chapter 7: Challenges and Difficult Moments. Even though Taylor Swift was very successful, her journey was not always easy. She faced many challenges along the way. One of the hardest moments in her career happened at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. Taylor won the award for Best Female Video for her song, You Belong With Me. But during her speech, a rapper named Kanye West interrupted her on stage. He said that another artist, Beyoncé, should have won the award. Taylor was shocked and didn't know what to do. This moment was very difficult for her, but she didn't let it stop her from continuing her music career. Over the years, Taylor also had to deal with rumors and negative stories about her in the media. People often talked about her personal life and relationships, but Taylor stayed strong and kept focusing on her music. She used these difficult experiences to inspire new songs. Taylor has always been open with her fans about the challenges she faced. She shared her struggles in her music, and that made her fans feel connected to her. Taylor's honesty made her even more popular. She showed that even when life is hard, it's important to keep going and to stay true to yourself. Chapter 8: Always Changing and Growing. One thing that makes Taylor Swift special is that she is always changing and growing. She is not afraid to try new things with her music. In 2017, she released the album Reputation, which had a darker and more mature sound. This was a big change from her earlier albums, but it was still very popular. Taylor showed that she could keep surprising her fans with new music. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Taylor surprised everyone by releasing 2 new albums, Folklore and Evermore. These albums were different from anything she had done before. They had a slower, softer sound. Fans loved these albums because they showed a new side of Taylor's talent. Taylor's ability to adapt and change is one of the reasons she has stayed successful for so many years. She is always growing as an artist, and her fans love that about her. No matter what kind of music she makes, Taylor's songs are always true to her heart. Chapter 9: Taylor Swift's Legacy and Re-recording Her Albums. Today, Taylor Swift is one of the most famous singers in the world. She has won many awards, sold millions of albums, and has millions of fans around the globe. But Taylor is not just famous for her music. She is also known for standing up for what she believes in. In recent years, Taylor has become a strong advocate for artists' rights. One of the biggest moments in her career was when she decided to re-record her old albums. This happened because there was a dispute over the ownership of her original music. Taylor didn't own the rights to the master recordings of her earlier albums, which meant she didn't have control over her own songs. This was a difficult situation for Taylor, because she had worked hard on her music and felt that she should own it. Instead of letting this stop her, Taylor came up with a solution. She decided to re-record her earlier albums so she could own the new versions of her songs. She called these re-recordings Taylor's versions. Taylor's fans supported her decision, and many of them started listening to her new versions instead of the old ones. By re-recording her music, Taylor showed that artists should have control over their own work. It was a bold move, and it showed how much Taylor cared about her music and her values. Chapter 10. Inspiring people around the world. Taylor Swift's story is not just about becoming famous. It's also about working hard, staying true to yourself, and standing up for what you believe in. She has inspired millions of people around the world, not only through her music, but also through her actions. Taylor has shown that even when life gets tough, it's important to keep going and to follow your dreams. Taylor is also known for being kind and generous. She often donates money to causes she cares about, such as education, disaster relief, and fighting for equality. She has used her platform to speak out about issues that matter to her, like women's rights and the importance of voting. Through her music, Taylor has touched the lives of people of all ages. Her songs help people feel less alone, and they remind her fans that it's okay to be vulnerable and express their emotions. Whether it's a song about heartbreak, love, or finding your own path, Taylor's music connects with people on a deep level. Chapter 11. The Journey Continues. Taylor Swift's journey is far from over. She continues to create new music, grow as an artist, and inspire her fans. From a little girl on a Christmas tree farm to one of the biggest pop stars in the world, Taylor's story shows us that with hard work, passion, and perseverance, anything is possible. Taylor's music will continue to live on for years to come, and her story will inspire future generations of musicians and dreamers. She has proven that staying true to yourself is one of the most important things you can do, no matter what challenges you face. As Taylor once said, "Just be yourself. There is no one better." This simple message is something we can all learn from, and it's a big part of why Taylor Swift has become the beloved star she is today. Her journey teaches us that no matter where you start, with dedication and belief in yourself, you can achieve great things. Taylor's story is a reminder that we should all follow our dreams, no matter how big they are.